Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new year of Homeschool Show and Tell. So today, Jessica from the Waldock Way and I are kicking off our 2023-2024 Homeschool Show and Tell series, where once a month we have a different topic or theme that we post about, and we invite everyone to join us who has a channel or who would like to make a video on this topic. And we open up a playlist for you guys to join in through the end of that month. Anybody can participate and anybody can watch. If you are interested in checking out all the different videos, you are welcome to do so. Come back throughout the month and check on the playlist and see what other videos have been added. This is always really fun, and it's just the reason that Jessica and I have started doing this years ago is just to show that there's not only one right way to homeschool. It just shows the unique beauty of many different homeschooling journeys and gives people some other channels to keep an eye on or that they feel like they relate to. So Jessica and I consider this your formal announcement that 2023-2024 Homeschool Show and Tell is kicking off here. We are announcing the topic today, so you have the whole rest of the month to add to it. And so today's topic is morning time. So show us what morning time looks like in your homeschool, or tell us about what morning time looks like in your homeschool. I'm gonna take you guys along as I do morning basket time with my 5 kids. I have a 1-year-old who makes things kind of funny. She keeps us on our toes. So we're all at her mercy. And then I also have a 1st grader, a 4th grader, a 7th grader, and a 9th grader. So our morning time lasts between about 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's the time that I have set aside for morning basket time, although typically we have little breaks during that time to give the baby some attention, or somebody's still finishing up maybe some of their morning chores kind of a thing. Maybe if my husband isn't leaving for work super early, he may still be here, so we may linger around the breakfast table a little longer. But for the most part, I've found that 2-hour chunk of time is really beneficial. We're able to move slowly through subjects, not exhausting ourselves by lingering in one area too long, but also not feeling the pressure of the clock ticking. In the past, I've only reserved 1 hour for morning subjects, and it's just worked out so well to have 2 hours set aside. And that includes a little bit of outdoor time if we finish up early as well. So around 8 a.m. is when we sit down and start our Bible study, and that goes until about 10 a.m. when we finish up some science units and memory work and all of that stuff, and then we break for the day and our kids begin some individual or independent subjects. So I'm gonna take you along today, show you morning time for my 5 kids from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone else has to contribute to this series. Today's video is in partnership with 𝐓𝐿𝐹𝐹. 𝐓𝐿𝐹𝐹 offers stage-based play essentials for your child's developing brain through play kit subscriptions. Now, Josephine has received these play kits since she was a newborn, and we have just been blown away by each and every one of them that we've received. It's been so fun to just watch her receive developmentally appropriate toys. Sometimes I'm not even aware that she is interested or developing certain motor skills, and receiving these play kits takes all the guesswork out for me, and they've done all of the thinking and research for me, which is super helpful. I just get to enjoy exploring things with her. So now that she's a little toddler, these play kits have been so fun. I'm just watching her brain go wild while she's doing these play kits and playing with all of the things that are in them. The most recent play kit that she received was the Babbler play kit, and it's for about months 13, 14, and 15. She's enjoyed this very much. In this play kit, she's learning lessons in cause and effect, building motor skills, getting comfortable with routines, and exploring rotation, spatial relationships, and parts of a whole. In this play kit was the Slide and Seek Ball Run, which was super fun, and I'd be lying if I didn't tell you that my other kids also really enjoyed playing with this with her. This helps teach object permanence. There was a bunnies in a felt burrow It was almost like a little purse that she could carry around. This came with us many places, including the dance studio, because it's a toy that was small enough for her to carry, and it was light enough for her to carry, and it wasn't a big noisy thing to bring with us. So this was a sweet little thing for her to enjoy over the past couple of months when we were on the go. The flexible wooden stacker was definitely one of her favorite things, and with this she would learn how things fit together with colorful stacking rings. There was a Circle of Friends puzzle, which was a series of circles. That's just the right challenge for this stage. And then a little coin bank set that also came with a carrot lid and little carrots for the coin bank, and an additional lid for using things like cotton swabs as their little motor skills got a little bit better and they could use things that were a little bit more precise. I loved watching her get excited for herself and be proud of herself when she fit the little carrots into the lid. She worked so hard on it. It was really cute to see her try a little bit harder, where just a few months ago she would crawl away from something if she couldn't figure it out. This was super cute because she was actually trying to figure it out. It also came with a Bedtime for Zoe board book, which is an introduction to routine, sequence, and time. And then, as always, it came with a play guide for months 13, 14, and 15 with ways to play, expert tips, development information, and other at-home activity ideas for this time in their development. So thank you so much, 𝐓𝐿𝐼, for partnering with me once again on today's video. We have enjoyed these play kits so much. If you guys want any more information about these play kits, I will link that in the description box down below. Good morning. It is about 8:15 and we are sitting down for morning basket now. We usually sit down for about 2 hours. What you got there, a Larabar? So everybody's had breakfast. We just had yogurt parfaits this morning and everyone's dressed and ready. Bedrooms are all cleaned up, beds are made, and somebody's ready for her morning nap. So that's great timing. So yeah, about 8:15 and we are going to sit down. I'm gonna open up my planner and see what I have on our agenda for the day, pull all those books out. I'll show you our little book stack for the morning and we will get started. So this week, today we've got Soak, which is our Bible journaling time, all of our calendar time, which is, you know, singing our dates on the calendar, watching World Watch, which is the day's current events, reading a little bit about the current events of the day, or today's date in history. We have our habit study today, our composer, our geography. We've been really enjoying our Burgess Bird book study, and then we finish up with some memory work. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with our personal Bible time. Now each kid comes to the table with what? Jesse, do you wanna tell me what you've got here?
Bible.
His Bible.
The morning menu. The bird book, and my Bible notebook.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and spend 15 or 20 minutes working on our personal Bible. What you got there, girl? You got raisins? Whoa. You got some raisins? You got a snack? You got a snack? Are you happy? Yeah? Is it yummy?
I do draw.
Did you guys write all of these on your paper the other day?
No. Oh, on our bird paper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good. All right.
I wrote like 4.
All right, here is our stack for today. We have Laying Down the Rails. Yes, Josie, she's hitting my camera. We have our book for geography with our printouts in here as well. We have our music study with the masters, our American Patriots Almanac, morning exercises for all the year, Sing a Song of Seasons, and then our bird study resources. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. All right, Annie, we haven't done calendar time since Friday, and today is Tuesday. Okay, so can you change that to Tuesday? Yesterday was a holiday. Good, yes, that's Tuesday. And then today is September 5th. So, yep, keep it on September and change the number to 5. And for anyone interested, this calendar, I have to say it every time, this calendar has been discontinued. And somehow we've also lost one of our little yellow pieces here. So certain days we can't do. I think it's a 0 that we've lost or a 1. I can't remember. So it's like a 0 on one side and a 1 on the other, but we have another one of them. I think we have another 1. Anyway, all right, ready for months of the year? January, February, March, and April. That's the way. Children learn to read and write bit by bit and mite by mite. Never any one, I say, leaps to knowledge and its power slowly, slowly, hour by hour. That's the way, just a little every day. That's a poem called Patience by Ella Wheeler Wilcox. For millions of Americans, Labor Day is a holiday for backyard cookouts, long weekend getaways, and saying goodbye to summer. But on September 5th, 1882, when the first Labor Day parade was held in New York City, it was time for workers to call attention to problems brought on by the Industrial Revolution. Quick legs, swift and brittle, he runs and pipes, and his voice is little. But small or not, he has a notion to outshout the Atlantic Ocean. The sand
is worldwide. Planned expedition to the wreckage of the Titanic. The firm heading up the mission owns the salvage.
So what does it mean to turn the whole force of your mind?
It means to like listen to listen.
Yes, what, buddy?
Like turn it away from the other things and listen to the things that you're supposed to listen to.
Right, so turning the whole force of your mind. Quickly, okay, yes. Because what happens if you don't do it quickly?
You get in trouble.
Well, yes, but you also miss parts, right? Yeah. Okay, can somebody volunteer to read Proverbs 4, 20, and 21? I'm gonna let Jessie do it. So Proverbs 4, 20, and 21. Attention involves listening closely and guarding the information so that it stays in your heart and in your mind. So what are some ways that you can show that you are paying full attention? Yes, Eli.
By looking at the person that's reading.
Yes, because do you ever hear mom say, if I'm like, guys, pay attention, you're like, we are. I'm like, well, I can't tell. Because you're not what?
Looking.
You're not looking? Yes?
Higher body language.
Yes.
If you're like messing with things or like messing with your hair and looking in a different direction or looking at your phone, it can really show that you're not listening.
It definitely shows you're not listening. Anyone else?
By like going like this and like talking to someone.
Another way is to like focus on the person and what they're saying.
Right. Yeah, so train your brain to actually be listening. Yeah. All right, thanks for reading that, Jessie. Okay, you guys can fold up your Bibles and set them down now. We are going to learn about our new composer that I am so excited about, Scott Joplin. The funny thing is, I bought this when we went to the Charlotte Mason retreat with Mr. Sean and Miss Hannah. And in the car, Miss Hannah and I were looking at all the things we had purchased, and I think they purchased this too, so we were looking through and we went, oh, he composed The Entertainer. And just like that, both the dads in the front seat went, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It was so cute. They immediately knew that song. So I'm excited to see if we notice any other songs that we may be familiar with. So let's read about his life, and then we're gonna listen to a little bit about to one of his songs. So, A Day in the Life of Joplin. He was tired. At 2 a.m. he had woken with a melody ringing in his ears and had spent the next hour and a half settled onto the piano bench. So who would like to give me a narration of what we've read so far? All right, Eli, go ahead. Scott Joplin told friends that this piece would make him famous, a rare claim from Joplin, who was extraordinarily humble. How does Joplin compare so far to our last composer? Jessie?
So our last composer, his name was Liszt, and he was definitely not humble.
Definitely
he would
not.
like take over the piano if they messed up, and they would barely learn anything at all. And if he didn't want to be at practice, he wouldn't go there.
Right.
And he was very strict.
Very strict. And so then Scott Joplin told his friends that the maple leaf rag would make him famous, and that was very rare because he did not seem to behave that way normally, correct? From front parlors to the United States Marine Band at the White House, maple leaf rag made its way across America and into people's house. When listening to maple leaf rag, it is difficult to imagine that one... All right, and which oceans touch Australia?
Indian Ocean.
Technically, all of them. Yeah, the Indian Ocean.
Okay, which continents are close to it and in which directions? So
Middle
what's
East.
to the north of it? What's to the south of it?
North of it is Asia. South of it would be Antarctica.
All right. Where is Australia in relation to the equator? Where's the equator? Point to the equator, the line that runs through the middle. Yep. Where is Australia in
Like-
relation to the equator?
So it's
So-
just a little bit behind it.
So it would be north in the northern hemisphere or south in the southern hemisphere. Where is Australia?
South.
It's in the southern hemisphere. Good. Do you have a picture in your mind's eye of where Australia is on our map?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, Annie,
I have
you
a
just
picture.
look at your map, okay? I want you older kids to flip your papers over. And I want you guys to each explain one thing to me about where Australia is.
Me?
Starting with Eli.
What do you mean?
Tell me one thing
it's
about-
below the equator,
Great, so it's in the what hemisphere?
the southern.
Good, who else wants to
I
share?
can-
What?
It's connected to the Indian Ocean.
It's touching the Indian Ocean. Bella?
It's between Asia and Antarctica.
Great. All right, flip it back over. All right, now we're gonna do the same with South and Central America. Find South and Central America on your map, and then could you guys please point it out to Annabeth?
South America.
South America and...
Wait, is this?
Yes. Good. Did you just read that? This map? Onto this map. All right? So grab a pencil, copy the names over, and then we're gonna try to remember it for next time. And then I'm gonna read you guys this story. Are we there yet? A journey around Australia. Okay, and then now we are going to finish out our morning time here together with our little family bird study that we're doing. It'd be a science unit for my younger ones. This is just kind of a enrichment unit for my older ones. So we are on lesson 3, which we need the Burgess Bird book, the field guide, the 50 favorite books, and crayons. Would you grab the crayons, Bella, please, while Annie finishes that up?
Yeah.
Alright guys, so I have erased the board from last lesson. So without looking in your notebook, can you guys tell me what you recall about Bully the English Sparrow or House Sparrow from last time's reading? Who would like to? Yes, Jessie?
So, the Bully English Sparrow, it was like a sparrow that would go and take different homes of other birds, and they're really brave, and they're small and round and mean.
Jenny and Mr. Wren and Bully the English Sparrow found Peter Rabbit in the old orchard again. He was so curious to know what Jenny Wren would do for a house that nothing but some very great danger could have kept him away from Annie, you start by telling me a couple of things that you remember from the story that I just read.
So little friend likes sand places, and also the girl said the girl bird said something about singing.
Okay. Eli, could you please give me a narration?
It was really cool how they're making a house just they're filling up the tree.
Who's they?
The wrens.
The wrens, yes.
And that little friend lives at the
While Jesse's looking up the song sparrow, you guys can go ahead and start coloring it in your books, and then I'm gonna get ready to hear some of the facts that you guys remember from the book and from the field guide so that we can write those in the margins. Okay? All right, guys, I'm gonna write song sparrow.
I'm just saying brown.
Who wants to give me a couple of facts that we're gonna put in our book?
I know one.
What?
They like to sing.
They like to sing? Well, most birds like to sing. Was there anything
They
special?
have a really great sing.
Yeah, they sing a nice song,
They
a pleasant song, pleasant sound.
They like to stay in damp areas and build close to the ground or on the ground. And they also like to stay hidden.
Damp areas,
And they
close to the ground.
They live with the laughing brook.
And they like to stay hidden.
In the story they do.
And they like to stay hidden.
Oh, you color?
Stay hidden. What else? Do they migrate?
Only some, like the northern birds migrate.
All right, once you guys are finished writing a couple of facts, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Annie, write 2 facts. Eli, write 3 facts. Bella and Jesse, write 4 facts. Once you guys finish coloring and write your facts, you can use the ones on the board or you can write your own. Then go ahead, listen up, full attention please. Go ahead and put your coloring books and your menus in your baskets. We do not have time for memory work today because of that nap at the beginning of, or like trying to get Josie down for her nap at the beginning of morning time. We need to finish up and move on to our independent subjects. So once you're done coloring and writing your facts, put everything away, and then I will meet you guys back here once I get Josephine all settled with a snack, and we will move on to the next part of our day, okay? Okay, so Josephine's little nap is over, and it was a helpful little nap. We were able to get a lot done despite the fact that the first half an hour or so of our morning time was a little fussy. She had a solid hour-and-a-half nap, so we finished the remainder of the majority of our subjects. The only thing we didn't get to today was our memory work. Right now we're doing a folk song and a hymn that we've begun to memorize starting last week, so we only have about 1 verse of each of them that we're working on, and that's okay because we can sing it throughout the day or work on it in the remainder of the week. We haven't started our poetry memorization or anything like that for the year, but we really do just need to move on with our day now because it is just about 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna go do 5 in a row with my younger ones, and my older ones are gonna work on their science and math and other independent work. And then we will meet again before lunch to do some. But before all that, this one and I are gonna spend a couple minutes playing together. Whoa! So that her little bucket is full. Hello. I hope you guys enjoyed this peek inside of our morning time and that it was helpful if you also have little ones in your house. Oops. Ah! You want to be on camera? Make sure you guys check out the playlist down below if you want to see what morning time looks like in other homeschool. And if you have a channel, be sure to add to this month's collaboration if you'd like to. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye. Say bye. Bye.